Ciao ragazzi, tutto bene? Oggi... Oggi torniamo a Monkey Island. Non so chi abbia giocato a Monkey Island qui, però... Per me, specialmente il 3, qualcosa di pazzesco ai tempi. Adesso proviamo l'ultimo uscito della serie. Con... tra l'altro pochissime... Cioè, mi pare una nomination forse giusto citato ai GOTY di quest'anno. Quindi... Boh, fa strano perché secondo me rimane sempre un gioco importante per me. Ricordo ancora le guerre a Rima. Le guerre, sì, le battaglie in Rima. Immancabile te. E ci siamo. Datemi solo tempo che attivo l'audio. Eccoci. E eccoci qua. Andiamo di nuovo a vedere le Chuck. No, voglio fare una nuova partita. Gli album dei ritagli li guarderemo poi. Tutta la storia, tutto il divertimento, ma con enigmi più semplici per il giocatore frettoloso. Per quale motivo? Più enigmi più difficili. La scimmia completa. Un avventuriero professionista che non vuole rinunciare a niente. No, io non voglio rinunciare a niente. Gli enigmi sono il pane quotidiano qua. Se non si risolvono gli enigmi, che gusto c'è? Inizio della storia inaspettata, prologo. Ah, ok, ci fa un recap di cosa è successo prima. Oggi sto alzando il volume sbagliato.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over.
Guybrush!
Gently now.
Eccoci.
Remove my mask.
Rimuovi la mia maschera.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I
Va bene,
promise.
prometto.
Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you
Mette a posto la mia
kids.
gamba.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Ciao, lui da piccolo. Ha proprio un prologo dei prologhi,
Let's go find
l'inizio
those
degli
two.
inizi.
Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran
Ma che sta
off.
succedendo all'audio?
You were probably worried about
E hai i
murderers
sottotitoli?
and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Non corri? Forse devo alzare il volume del parlato.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that
Cosa
make
sta succedendo? Perché
lightning
quel
come out of
ragazzino
my
lì è
eyes.
vestito tipo
It's
moderno?
so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Si sente fortissimo il pappagallo e non si sentono le voci. Cosa sta succedendo?
Sorry, boys.
Comunque
could you stop
ammetto
following
che
us?
lo
It's
stile
creepy.
grafico del nuovo Monkey Island
Yes, sir.
è un
Come
po'
I saw a scurvy dog shack back
una
there.
pecca rispetto agli altri.
Dogs.
Però hanno
I've
voluto
never
farlo
had one
così,
of
vediamo
those.
se ne vale la pena.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life.
Non si
No
sta
bullet.
capendo niente,
Wow.
ragazzi. Chuck ha sempre buone idee. Chucky? Chucky? È lui? Ah, intanto andiamo a vedere i suoni subito. Volume e voci lo voglio... Ah, si può alzare al 200%? Assolutamente sì. Via passiamo un po' la musica, gli effetti e l'ambiente. Voglio le voci sparate a 100.000.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
What should
Ma
we
non si
do
sente
next?
niente.
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never
Si
had
sente il
one.
tipo che russa fortissimo, non si sente cosa dice lui. Ma... Testi e lingua? Testo più voci, assolutamente sì. Sottotitoli... No, opzione... Avete scat, più chiacchiere e meno ritmo. No, assolutamente no. Interfaccia, video. Ok, suoni. Allora, provo a fare una cosa del genere e a sparare il volume a 1000 su OBS. Vediamo se ci piace. Fatemi sapere se si sente, poi io sto guardando cosa succede. I controlli, vabbè, apri inventario, salta dialogo, azione principale, azione secondaria. Ah, c'è anche un corri. Scogli tra gli hotspot visibili. Ok. Ah, prima mappa nautica. Corri sono 2 tasti per correre, muoviti. Scelta dialogo, scorri cronologia e cambia hotspot. Perfetto. Esaminiamo il barile. Oh, che carino, un topo col cocktail. Si sveglia. Fai uno scherzo.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
Ok, Chucky, preparati a scappare, via. Bussando.
I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Ok, andiamo nel negozio qua di fianco. Sperando che l'audio voce migliori, perché ragazzi così no.
They put it on a leg to keep you from
Non
walking
sarebbe
off with
di
it.
darsi le gambe. Ah,
Some
ok, hanno
places you
messo
go have
una
scurvy
gamba con
dogs
una chiave
with
attaccata.
cheese inside.
Looks
Non
like
ci
they
vuole
need a
sul grasso.
swabby in here.
Ci passa
I'll never
sopra
be the
scivolo.
ship's swabby.
Neanche correndo.
That is really, really low. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of
Sì, lo so
grease on the
bene.
floor. Those
Ok,
glasses?
ok, va bene.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Ah, l'udito è ottimo.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days
Cosa sta
straight.
succedendo qua? Cos'è quella roba? Perché sono andate via tutte le cose?
How much are the scurvy
Quanto
dogs?
costano gli
Scurvy dogs
sono
are only a
oggettini di
half
mosca, che
piece of
fanno
eight.
schifo.
That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Volevo parlargli.
You kids better have
Meglio
money.
vedere i soldi.
Yeah, we've got all
Abbiamo
kinds of
un sacco
money.
di soldi. Possiamo avere
Can we get a couple of
Scrubbuster?
scurvy dogs?
Sure.
Scrubbuster.
If you give me a piece of 8.
Per favore.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Che carini. Non è vero.
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an
Okay.
honest businessman
Cosa sta
trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and
Ah, ok,
wasting
no,
my
fare leggere
time
quello che
trying to
aveva
get
scritto
me to
prima.
give them free food.
Come l'hanno
I
detto?
guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way.
Bagno alla
Coins
strada.
fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Mi prendo di nuovo il gioco degli occhiali.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Perfetto. Leggi il
It
cartello.
says, return outhouse key
Cioè,
when
il bagno
finished,
dove è finito,
or
saranno
else.
guai. Perfetto, perciò
Did
posso
you know
chiedergli
you
di
can
andare in
keep a
bagno.
scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Now what?
Possiamo avere le crocchette di tappo di palla? Possiamo avere un boccale di grog? No, direi di no, non importa.
Never mind.
Affare una chiave.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that.
Okay,
I
va
got
bene.
the leg from the last kid
Il
who
ragazzo
didn't
per
bring
aver
back
riportato la
the
chiave,
key.
ottimo. Y per aprire l'inventario, cosa c'ho qui? La lista degli obiettivi. Comprare gli scrub booster o trovare una moneta. Perfetto, per comprare gli scrub booster. Dov'è il bagno? Il bagno è questo qua.
It's
Sì, che non è il
locked.
bagno, è chiuso.
Good
va
thing
bene,
I've
lo so,
got the
però.
key in my pocket.
Good.
Ottimo.
You unlocked it.
Cosa c'è qui per terra? Cos'è quella roba
It isn't a
metallica?
piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
quello
I thought it was a
tutto
piece of 8. A
perfetto,
fake
tutto
coin
che
is
schifo.
almost as good as a real coin.
Perciò dobbiamo fargli poi perdere gli occhiali al tipo, sicuramente.
Gross.
Almeno non ci vede un cazzo. Forse sono delle monete lì sotto,
In
che
France,
schifo. mamma
they
mia.
call a scurvy dog a
Chucky,
delle monete nel
why don't you
gabinetto.
look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Fallo.
Okay.
Ma che... non vomita?
Gross. Ugh.
Odora al liquore.
What is this? Please wash hands before
sì,
leaving
non c'è del
outhouse.
bagno. Ah beh, certo, lavarsi le mani lì allora.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
Sotto.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Ok. Vediamo un po'. Mi sembra troppo
Those
facile.
glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Ma non
That was
volevo di
class.
nuovo. Ok.
Now what?
Andiamo a
Can we
vedere
get a couple scurvy dogs?
Scorbus.
Sure. If you give me a piece of
Scrabus,
8.
magari così di scarafaggio anche no. Cos'è che c'è?
Now what?
Non importa,
Never
vediamo un
mind.
po'. Se io prendo questa e la do a
What
lui.
can we get with this?
Ma se ne mo... che schifo.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Perfetto, dammi gli scorbidati.
Take 'em, boy.
Mamma che schifo.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. I'm having
Mamma mia.
these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever.
Mangerò perché...
What do you
ok,
want to
va
do
bene.
now?
I don't know. What do
Se
you
vuoi
want to
morire
do?
presto, giovane Guybrush.
I wonder where those two people we were following went. I
Due
wonder
che
where
stavano
the...
seguendo. Ah, non erano
I
tutti
can stand on my
genitori.
head without using my hands.
Sono andati di qua. Oh,
That's
chi è?
my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Dee.
Hey,
Ciao,
Chucky,
Dee.
what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me
Una
that.
lista di cose da
I'm
fare.
an expert planner.
Ma per quale motivo si sente così basso? Non riesco a
There.
capirlo.
Perfect.
C'ho l'audio al
See you around the
200%.
park, shitheads.
Non ho capito cosa sta...
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how
Come
little
se
you
quanto
know
poco sei
about
sulle anche,
anchors.
questa-
This one's not a very good example.
Sapresti
You'd know
aversi
that
studiato
if you
le
read
ancore
as much
quanto me.
about anchors
Giusto.
as I have.
Quanto hai
Did
studiato
you
le
know
ancore?
that anchors originally
Yeah,
weren't
no, no,
designed to
no,
hold
no, no,
ships
no,
in
no,
place? They were
no,
used
non lo
in
sapevo.
combat. Shot from cannons as a grapple when you
Non
were
voglio
trying to
saltare linee di
board another
dialogo,
ship.
sto cercando
They
di-
started making them bigger and
Iniziarono a
bigger
farle sempre
because
più
they would
grandi,
do more
pensando di poter
damage
più
that
danno.
way. Then
me lo
people
ricordo.
noticed what happened when you
Perché
missed
cosa
the other ship
cadevano,
and hit
mancava
the
la
sea
nave,
bottom
niente, colpiva il fondo del
instead.
marino.
The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper
non è efficace
V-shaped
di quello
design
che
that was
fatto fare
popular
nel
last
V,
century.
cioè,
But
buono.
the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the
iniziano a
letter
pensare che la
V was
lettera V
bad
portasse
luck.
male.
You can still find the
Ok.
old kind around sometimes, but on a modern anchor, if you look close, that's to
capito
prevent
perché
with the little
giusto
flame.
avere il
Most
dialogo.
anchors about 30
Ha un
years
senso.
ago. Oh, kind. But the word anchor, they're called that. Yeah.
È ottimo come tutorial. Puoi premere a sinistra nella voce direzionale per leggere le battute precedenti. Perfetto, perciò se voglio leggere qualcosa, tantissimi decisero di investire denaro, ma l'unico modo di cui... Parola ancora deve... Parola... Una gara, vabbè, quello che è. Usciamo a posto.
I want to say
Guardiamo.
2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Ha mangiato
That's a
due.
cool anchor.
That just
Screwed
shows how little you know about anchors. Did you?
Okay,
They were
sempre la
used
solita
and they
storia.
started making then.
Bene, grazie,
the current
zia. No,
but
basta, ti
you
prego,
can
mi
on
fate
a modern
addormentare di
that's to
nuovo.
with the little flame. Most ink about 30. Oh, but the word
Niente, non
they're
te lo
called
fate,
yeah.
che mi addormentassi. Perfetto. Ma quel coso lì è quello del lancio dei tronchi, me lo ricordo perfettamente. Qua si lanciavano i tronchi.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Nel 3 si vinceva una gara lanciando i tronchi oppure sputando. Ah, una gara di corsa però qua.
Hey, Chucky. Want a race?
You're on.
I'll
Dai.
officiate. 3.
Hey, cheater!
You have to wait until I say go.
Ok, va bene. Cheater.
Hey, Chucky.
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3,
Dai,
2,
arbitra.
1, go.
Ah, sei lento, zio.
Win!
Ma sei schiantato fortissimo. Capito perché è diventato le Chuck?
Did you know your
cattivo.
feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Sapevi che i tuoi piedi non puzzano se non li lavi?
Hey, hands off!
Ah, fammi prendere il pane. Parliamo con la coppia.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Potremmo avere un po' del vostro pane per mangiare all'altra, potete continuare a fingere di essere i nostri genitori.
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Sono proprio
Excuse me?
stronzi, eh.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Ok, va bene. Rompiballe che sono questi due.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Cosa c'è nel
Let's
cestino?
find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. You have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your
Volevo sapere cosa
elders.
c'era.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Ok, sì, è
blah
sempre stato un
blah.
gioco stupido.
Blah,
da
blah,
questo
blah,
punto
blah,
di
blah,
vista.
blah,
Blah
blah.
blah blah blah
Ok.
blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah
bella
blah.
romanzina,
Certainly
giusto.
hope you'll have better manners.
Ok, ciao. Leggiamo il cartello da lontano.
Don't feed the duck.
Ah, non dare da mangiare all'altra, perfetto. Bleh.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Ok, raccogliamo il ketchup.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Che schifo. Però, vabbè, sono pirati.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
Un duello con la
You
spada?
don't look very challenging.
Non sembri un gran rivale.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch
Dai,
up to my
duelli di nuovo a
level.
rime. per
I
favore.
win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Ok. Non importa, mi sono divertito.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen come back in a few years, maybe.
Ma che?
Your sword is.
I'll still tear
I for sh.
in your.
You fight like kids.
Combattere come ragazzini. Va bene, vai a cagare, va. Scemo. Cerca un po' di
Let's look for a
foglie.
four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Ok. E un quadrifoglio.
I found
Trovato.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Ecco, rimanici male. Ragazzina idiota. Questo è un
At
soldo
home,
però.
I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
I
Posso
should
i
throw my
desideri,
coin
ci
in and make a wish.
buttiamo una cosa, voglio diventare super fortunato. Vorrei che Chucky avesse i baffi, vorrei che disparisse, vorrei una bella pianta, vorrei un altro score booster. Perché mi serve saper parlare al contrario.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what is
Yes, you know.
Oh Dio.
Well, helps it.
that was fun.
Non volevo
Oh
far sparire
man,
via alla
it
fine.
wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Ma che strano. Al prossimo giro faccio sparire il D.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Potremmo non tornare indietro.
I
se andiamo
want
da
to
questa
see
parte.
two
Andiamo da questa
scurvy
parte.
dogs at the same time.
Oh,
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
ma è lui
kids.
Guybrush.
Having fun?
Yeah.
We
Ah,
got
quindi adesso stiamo
scurvy
usando il figlio di
dogs.
Guybrush.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did
Abbiamo fatto la sua
Big
avventura.
Whoop.
Abbiamo finito
Big
il
whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his
Chucky
leg
mi
back
chiede di mettere
on.
a posto la
He
gamba,
says
troppo
it
forte per la
really
vita. Ah,
funny.
perché Chucky
You guys
è-
always make up the
ok.
craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
Non è che-
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
Non sembrano
What do you mean?
complete.
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island,
me?
where you went to Monkey Island and fought
Fantastico
LeChuck.
Chuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, Chuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Ok. Dai Guybrush. Era una stella cadente, l'ho vista. Esprimo un desiderio. Ah, nel profondo dei Caraibi. Come vorrei andarci ora. L'isola di Melee. Chissà se almeno qua c'è un audio voce normale. Oh, Ron Gilbert. Ron Gilbert e Dave Grossman. Abbiamo capito. Grafica. Ok, vabbè, ci stanno dando un po' di nomi, giusto così. Programmatore capo David Fox, ma ce la facciamo? Andiamo avanti? Motore di gioco Dinky. Elise Kate. Beh ragazzi, per me Monkey Island sono tutti i feel di quello che ho giocato da più piccolo. Perfetto, perché quella nave puzzava così tanto? Parte 1, un posto familiare. Cosa ho sbloccato? Parte 1, ok.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi,
Ok.
I'm
Peccato
Guybrush
che si
Threepwood.
senta
Remember
sempre
me?
malissimo.
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood.
Threepwood.
What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey
Dov'è il
Island.
segreto di Monkey Island?
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can
Ok,
tell.
quindi le ciacche
Anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Le ciacche hanno
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Perfetto.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
Solo per darmi fastidio.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Sì.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Perfetto. So dove andare. Dirigiti al molo. Dirigiti verso dirigiti al molo. Hop hop hop. Cosa c'ho in tasca? Lista degli obiettivi. Portamonete. Una penna all'avanguardia, perfetto.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Rileggete la governatrice Carla. Me la ricordo.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Pirati fantasma. Oh, il solito vecchio posto dove andare a bere, me lo ricordo benissimo. Avevano delle facce diverse, poco più realistiche.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Un numero da circo, forse. Un libro con carte e quiz collezionabili.
Yo!
Nel retro dello un bar c'è. cucina. Ricordavo bene. Dove dovevo prendere il coso. Il gabbiano. Parla con
I'm
i
here to talk
pirati.
to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Sul retro. Ragazzi, c'è un problema di suoni pazzesco. Non capisco se... Ha degli effetti pazzeschi, ma dei suoni bassissimi. Testi lingua. Ma solo testo poi non si vede niente. Cioè solo testo, solo voci non si capisce nulla. Ok.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the
Adesso proverò
pirate
a-
leaders. Get
caricarlo.
lost.
Sparisce.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Dove sono tutti questi anziani che ricevono
Where are the
queste
three
cose?
older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably
Okay.
crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Sono Guybrush Threepwood. Non è pirata, non segno di...
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous!
famosa.
I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Un tesoro di credito culturale, un mistero epocale che deve essere risolto, una mia passione personale, voglio trovarlo a tutti i costi.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
È amica di Dee.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Non ho la possibilità di anticiparmi i soldi? Mi assicuro che i miei sono l'equipaggio sarete ricompensati.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Come no?
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Ma sono stronzi forte.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
I capi dei parti piacciono di più. Ehi,
Elaine?
Elaine.
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
No.
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Perfetto.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Perfetto.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Allora attacca bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye, bye.
It doesn't look finished.
Non sembra finito.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever
Giusto.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Non sono mai riuscito a leggerlo fino alla fine. Ottimo. Interazioni modo.
The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Non è mai cambiato.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Perché mi aspettavi? Sono passati
You
anni.
mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
Arbitrio non morto. Perfetto. Cosa ha lanciato lì dentro?
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Got it. Ah, no, vabbè. È affondata.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
Ok.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way,
In un certo senso.
think of it as a
What is it really?
book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much.
Neat.
No charge. Now you must go. And your destiny lies
It does?
most assured.
Il mio destino mi aspetta al modo. Qua cosa c'è?
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Perfetto, quindi questo è chiuso.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not...
Perfetto, ha aperto un nuovo posto, Wally. Questi sono altri graffiti.
This place has kind of gone downhill.
Avrà avuto un brutto declino. Ah, qua conosco anche la zona.
Hi.
Everybody thinks
Ehi
they
là,
know
questa qua
more
c'ha una
than
voce.
the other.
Okay.
Come mai lei c'ha una voce così? Il vecchio emporio.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. But cash would have been
Ma i soldi
better.
sarebbero stati più utili. Perfetto, c'ha ragione. Di qua mi ricordo che era successo qualcosa, non mi ricordo cosa, però era una roba carina. Qui per terra cosa c'è? La carta quiz.
It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only.
Solo il personale, perfetto. cosa ho trovato qua sulla carta? Il libro dei quiz. Quante mongolfiere si possono vedere dal parco? Oh, e chi se lo ricorda? 3. No. Perfetto, cominciamo male.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Avrebbero bisogno di manutenzione. Ma perché la signora c'ha la voce fortissima? Perché solo la signora? Ho messo al 200%
Welcome to my
per
shop.
avere la voce fortissima
Oh, yeah.
anche gli altri. Ah, raccogliamo la carta quiz.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Ah, ok, perfetto.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
Per i cappelli.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Non stai bene.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Perfetto. Mi sembra eticamente discutibile che tu possa fabbricare una chiave avendo solo un numero
Seems
di
wrong that you can make a key from just the...
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key.
Perdesse la chiave.
You know how
Sai
people...
come è fatta la gente.
Aren't locks way less...
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Giusto.
What happens if...
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Giustamente. Chi è quella vecchia
Who's the old
signora?
lady in the window across the...
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Sto per partire alla ricerca
I'm
del
on a
segreto di
quest
Monkey
to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
That seems enormous.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
Chiuderle, giustamente.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and...
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system. And I don't like it disrupted.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But
Ehi, feroce adesso, esagerata. Andiamocene. Qui cosa c'è?
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Oh Dio, ma lui è Stan!
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan!
quello
Otis,
che
old pal.
gesticola, che
You haven't
vendeva
changed
le
much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time. And I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't...
It was nothing. I was just picking some...
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Giusto.
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, guy.
Non voglio approfondire troppo il discorso. Qui? Stan.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Mi spiace
Well,
vederti
sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. I didn't really anticipate a situation.
Perfetto.
Could I get a...
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale.
Any tips on how to...
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that... Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get...
Perfetto.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you?
No.
Would it help if I broke you out of...
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your... But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't... So thanks, but...
See you later.
Yep.
Va bene, yep.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Piloto evadere, ok. C'è un'altra carta quiz.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean parts.
I don't remember this place.
They finally installed...
Ok. Dovrei guardare il codice...
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Serve la serratura.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Troppo piccole da leggere, perciò mi serve qualcosa per ingrandirle.
How's your day going?
Facciamoci un giro, magari troviamo qualcosa per ingrandirle seriamente. Hop, 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 facciamoci una corsetta. Di qua? Ah, casa della governatrice.
Carla.
Adesso è Lane? Ah no, è Carla. Ciao.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah già, è vero che mi odia fortissimo. Oh. Sei incastrata. Dai.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Ah no, il maestro di spada.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
Salame slavato?
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush.
Ah,
right on
sono
point.
ancora le sfide.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Non avete mai dovuto rinunciare ad essere maestro di spada? Come va il governatorato? Spero che tu non ce l'abbia ancora per quella vecchia storia della nave. Ne hai fatte le strade quando ti trovai?
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time.
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Molte cose più recenti ce l'ha con te. Ottimo.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Ok.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a
Basso
live
vivo.
badger than crew with you again.
Perfetto. Che
No
bello.
offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
C'è un programma che finanzia spedizioni per trovare i segreti di Monkey Island.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Ok, noi siamo d'accordo su una cosa.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Mi tocca partire con le Chuck.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ok. Alla fine dell'asse, gli ingredienti, il grande libro della mappa del tesoro. Ok, vabbè, non penso che siano cose che ci interessano. Accarezza l'animale di
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Pregevole porco. Io lo posso prendere. Preso.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Ok. Parliamoci. Ah no, si torna a combattere. Stessa domanda di
I
prima.
don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy.
Perfetto, posso salire?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulations. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Sì, Monkey. Via, di qua. Torna lì. Cosa c'era qui? Una carta quiz. Perfetto, via. Hop, 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 hop. Qui cosa c'è? Foresta. C'era un qualcosa là dietro.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Dove sicuramente ti perderai, perfetto. Pianta carnivora.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus. A carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, purple flowers. Ooh, purple flowers.
Andiamo da questa parte. Vediamo quanto mi perdo.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Perfetto, ci torneremo con una mappa. Ah, lì c'è il molo. Qui c'è lo zio. Ah no, qua c'è il molo. Di là cosa c'era già? Ah, il coso di Stan. Il negozio di navi di Stan che è chiuso.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Ma che tristezza.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Ok.
It's a dried up old sea. It's bone dry. I guess Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. I remember when this used to be such a
L'unica
bright...
nave è quella di LeChuck. Hop, 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 hop. Il molo. Nave di LeChuck. Andiamo alla nave di LeChuck.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote.
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Ok.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
Perfetto.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship search?
I assume you have some kind of
Is that a...
Sorry.
Perfetto.
I could be the... Oh, I'd be great at that.
You look a little scrawny.
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Perfetto.
Maybe
the only requirement is that you bring your... If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, what's your name?
John Smith?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship, be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Perfetto. Perfetto. Andiamoci.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Ok. Quantomeno è successo qualcosa, credo. Non qui, ma qui. Sulla nave di LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. He's searching, but shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more...
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood...
Very well.
Perfetto, la signora.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the
Una
door.
volta che hai la chiave devi aprire la porta. E devo avere la chiave però. No? Andiamo di qua.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Cosa c'ho in tasca? C'ho un peluche.
Welcome back.
Hi there.
Ok, iniziamo a fare cose idiote.
Hello again.
Hai davvero un modo da
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary.
Ok.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Perfetto, quindi puoi darmelo.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Ok.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she was across from my old location.
But she moved when you...
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Tell me again about...
You bring me the serial number from the lock. It's pretty straight.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Perciò ho bisogno di qualcosa.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make it.
Giusto.
That's an...
Yep.
Questa roba qui?
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Che palle. Allora, qui che cosa ci sono? Dei graffiti
Looks
greci.
sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
Hey, Guy Brush! Hey,
no,
kid!
qua è la prigione, non posso fare niente. E qui la chiesa? Ah no, ricordi. Niente, già visti. Op. Dove posso trovare le cose che mi servono? Qui, al molo. Senza andare dalle Chuck, proviamo a rientrare qui dentro, vediamo un po'. E tu? Cobb?
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what...
It's this new, younger generation. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret.
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Ok.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man.
Oh, come on.
Repeat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and speak the rush. Go out and buy...
Yes!
Now get lost.
Non sentivo da un po'.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Fanservice, giusto?
I'm gonna find the...
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
I'm gonna find...
Good for you.
I'm gonna find...
Niente interessante. C'è un buon odore lì.
Guy
Oh, la
Brush
cucina.
Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
È un po' una merda. Alla
Peachy.
grande.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Ma c'è l'omino Michelin in una foto, perché?
Do you know where I can...
Hi. You don't want to...
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook, not as clumsy or random as an elegant tool for a more... You cannot hope to succeed with the mop.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. You are what?
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely carve your handle from a limb of... Any questions?
How do I find them?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because...
Ok.
What kind of wood?
That is something you...
What about the...
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will...
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me.
Ok.
Okay. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Perfetto, facciamo un mop. Di qua c'è... Ah, c'è ancora quel fantastico gabbiano, me lo ricordo.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
La memoria.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with
La
this.
corda può essere utile, perfetto.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Ricordo il tempo come se fosse ieri, perfetto. No, poco ci ho già parlato, cosa c'è lì?
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local
Active little guys, aren't they?
Vermi.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting.
Cene alimentari aranci, ottimo. Fuggi
Stay away from my mop.
Non si può. Niente.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flame. Are you sure I can't?
Let's...
Ho completato
I
le tre
completed the
prove.
3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ships.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each...
Just so you know, this is the...
Oh.
Oh.
Are you sure I can't?
Yes.
Ma non mi parlano più. Però ho preso della corda. Che me ne faccio della corda?
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santo Domingo.
Entriamo qua.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Dimmi qualcosa.
Your sign says you're going... Or is this one of those not real...
There is a new dark It has many... There is little demand for my talents or my way. And there are other factors. That it belongs to me will be of little help against...
Oh, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my taste.
Is dark magic
powerful? Yes, it can be if the badger chews his own tail.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic...
No.
None. Where can I get my hands on some...
Dark magic is not your path.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Eileen is right now?
She is always close.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers.
Okay.
Are you able to... Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are alike, but his intentions are darker.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must...
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally... It's become almost a running gag, but it's awkward. Like when your glass is empty, but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh.
Corina?
Okay. Corina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many.
Okay.
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly...
Ok.
Got any other mystical stock tips or something?
No.
Consigli finanziari. Perfetto, ciao.
This is a neat symbol. What is
that? Used to contain magical disguises.
Yeah, it's too bad.
There's... I'm sure...
Too bad it's empty.
C'è più niente qua.
A crystal. Yeah.
Ehi, è un cristallo?
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind.
Poteva tornarmi utile però. Etichetta.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Mi potrebbe servire quella cosa lì. Zia.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Altri suggerimenti?
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye?
Captain John Laney was It was said that legend is the eye patch.
And got it. Thanks. I'll get back to browsing.
Act fast.
Usciamo. E dove andiamo? Vendita a metà prezzo.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall?
La vecchia. Di nuovo.
Things are not what they seem.
Le cose non sono come sembrano. Il vecchio emporio mi fa entrare.
The note says, forced to close. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Ok, qui dietro. Niente. Cosa me ne faccio della corda? Siamo già bloccati?
Hello, Mr.
Hi there.
Mr. Brush.
I see a pen.
It's southern.
Perfetto.
What's this lock? It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
Appartamenti, perfetto.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
Un affare trabloccabile.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious.
Cosa c'ho? Una penna delle... boh.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! You look like you're having a...
Sto avendo qualche difficoltà. Fatemi pensare su un attimo. Qui? Dai Carla.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Dai. È impegnata. Non ci sono 3 stanze. Qua la casa gliel'avevo distrutta ma è anche messa a posto. Vediamo un po'. Un aiuto sarebbe utile. No. Libro dei quiz. Chi ha una barca col fondo di vetro? Katie? Kate, giusto. Dai, che una ogni tanto me la ricordo. Pappagallo sul sigillo di Buddha ha le zampe. Cracker, no? Forse erano spade. In questo gioco per quanto tempo Gary riesce a ottenere il respiro sott'acqua? 8 minuti. Chi è l'editore del Pirate Times? Perfetto, ho già iniziato a sbagliare cose. Su di qua c'è qualcosa?
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Manca un pezzo. Va bene. Ok, la foresta però non c'è una mappa. C'è qualcos'altro su di qua? Sì.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6. Until the Museum of Pirate Lore.
Tradizione piratesca, ottimo. Andiamo.
Hi there.
Ciao.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
That map looks...
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of... I got it from the cartographer.
About all Wally...
That's not the way he...
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Perfetto.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by... It was found in the...
Hey, I had to keep pouring the... I had an armload of balls so I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision, and...
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of...
Never mind. It's not...
Niente, non è importante, perfetto. Deve essere di un certo valore. Apri silenziosamente la teca.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Ah, c'è troppa roba che devo leggere.
What can you tell me about this?
That's the pride of the... It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of a... Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and...
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Perfetto.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Quindi qua dentro c'è tutta la roba mia.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Ok. Impareremo.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly also,
C'è altra roba utile qua dentro. C'è un retro. Cibo per pappagalli. Perfetto. Miscela per cracker. Ok. Ciao Viva, come stai? Tutto bene? Oggi sono alle prese con enigmi. Ho deciso che il rompicapo era la giornata giusta per rompermi il capo. Letteralmente. Anche perché non sto trovando nulla. Là c'era un cervo. Ho trovato un impasto per cracker, quindi andrò al molo. Proviamo a buttare l'impasto per cracker dentro la cosa qua, vediamo se esce qualcosa di decente. Cosa dice l'etichetta sulla miscela di cracker?
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Fermi tutti. Momento di pausa. Mi bussano alla porta. Arrivo subito.
Arigato!
Rieccolo, sorry. Scusate, mia nonna che aveva bisogno di qualcosa. Eccomi. Cosa stavo leggendo? Non ho capito niente di questa
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
roba. Ah, buon, perfetto. Comunque, c'è una cosa che non ho ancora capito di questo gioco, è il motivo per cui è così basso il volume.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Si sente la musica
It's
altissima,
like a miniature
ho
dance party.
messo tutto al 200% di volume. Cioè la musica al 40, l'audio delle voci al 200 e non si tira su, perciò per quanto possa essere un bel gioco diventa complicato sentire. Si sente forte la voce? Seriamente? Perché io la sento pochissimo, sento un sacco la musica. Eppure lo sto giocando da Xbox, quindi l'audio dovrebbe essere lo stesso. Non so perché sono venuto qua, non volevo andare lì.
Hi there.
Hello.
Ciao.
It doesn't seem interested.
Non sembra interessato, perfetto.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if
Ah,
I do.
no, perfetto, vai, se si sente benissimo sono contento, grazie. Grazie per l'info. Ma si è presa... Ah, mi ha dato i cracker. Però adesso con i cracker sarà interessato lui, no?
It already looks well fed.
Ok, sembra ben nutrito. Allora so dove andare a mettere i cracker. Il giro del mondo sto facendo. Museo. Via. E... Comunque, tutto bene? Come procede? Oggi sei in live, streami? Ok, si è messo a mangiare. Perciò mangiando io posso esaminare la
There's some
però
very
non ho
tiny
gli
writing.
occhiali. Niente. Devo prima andare a recuperare gli occhiali. Vediamo, adesso l'ho fatto un favore, però me li darà gli occhiali, no?
Hi there.
Hi.
Ciao.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious.
Hello again.
Uh,
I think I'll browse around.
Try not to touch.
Ah, c'ha altri cracker?
Ooh, they smell nice and toasty. But I've already got plenty of crackers.
Perfetto. C'ho una corda. E... la signora lì sopra che mi dice?
All keys are gold.
Ecco, lei
It's the way
urla.
of keys.
Perfetto. Ah, l'altro delle mappe. Adesso è
Hey,
aperto.
Wally.
Ciao Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf
Guarda,
washed
perché
ashore.
porta-
It's Guybrush Threepwood.
la risacca.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
Qualunque sia il
I
tuo cognome.
spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up,
Fatto
abandoned, and
esplodere.
marooned because of
Guardate, è finito
you.
sulla deriva da quando
Yeah,
perfetto.
good times, huh?
You're
avuto anche
lucky
lo
I'm
scorbuto.
past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Perfetto. Non è che
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
E ce l'ha le Chuck.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stoop. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spirits. Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of...
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there.
Ok, perfetto.
I'm that
Quindi devo andare a
good.
prendere un pezzo di legno e portarglielo. Ripetimi cosa bisogna per realizzare una mappa per l'albero da...
You have a lot of
We've got so
Avrai per
many.
caso una mappa della foresta, così non mi perdo.
A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new... Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to...
Ah, lui lancia un franchising?
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element's so...
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Giusto, tu fai la cosa giusta per
Tell me again.
Just bring me a...
Va bene, gli devo portare un pezzo di coso. Ah, una bella mappa.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely.
Never mind.
Ma come no? Ce ne ho dei soldi. Diamoglieli.
Do I owe you anything at the moment?
I don't think so.
Perfetto.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do this. Must be a Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island.
Una bella mappa, la mappa polare, una strana mappa
It's a
law. Ok, niente. Questo libro qua invece?
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Perfetto. Quindi potevo prenderlo tranquillamente.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
Altra roba utile? Niente. Chiedi delle scatole. Una rosa dei venti d'oro massiccio. Esaminiamo la mappa
Somewhat
piccola.
understated and somewhat overpriced.
Niente, andiamocene di qua. Poca roba utile. Vediamo se col monocolo riesco a vedere le cose che mi servono.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Ciao.
I can read the serial number.
Riesco a leggere?
I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Ottimo. Quindi c'ho quel numero seriale. Andiamo a prendere anche l'altro, visto che ci siamo. Che forse ho trovato il modo per sbloccarmi. Non era neanche troppo difficile, bastava vedere che avevano aperto il negozio. Allora adesso diamo da mangiare al pappagallo. Ok. Poi usiamo di nuovo la lente e guardiamoci anche questo.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to
Sono
read.
piccoli? Devo migliorare la lente? Aia. Questo potrebbe essere un problema. Va bene. Iniziamo con la prigione, va? Hop.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Tieni.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Non avevo idea. Perfetto. Ciao.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Ma dai, nel corso dei giochi hai imparato a dire cazzate, almeno quello.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straits.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan!
Buona fortuna,
I
Stan.
hope you get acquitted.
Venga rilasciato.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Ok, qui dentro c'è qualcosa tipo.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Riesco a vedere anche questa? Magari libero anche lui.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Ah, ok, no, non si può liberare Stan. Lasciamolo lì. Stan rimane lì a gesticolare in prigione. Farà solo la comparsa. Va bene. Liberato quello zio là, dove se n'è andato? Da queste parti? No. Cosa c'ho in tasca? La chiave della cella. Il libro dei quiz che farò poi. Qui dentro. Questo qua chi è?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Portiamo da mangiare al signore. Magari il mozo glielo
You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about.
Okay.
He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Where did he say he had the...
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing.
Okay.
If I brought you...
Of course. I'm a cook.
Perfetto.
Oh, look behind...
I do know a great...
Can I ask you again?
Sure.
Non mi interessa, lascia stare.
Never mind.
Vado a trovarti il libro che serve. Andiamo. Portiamogli il libro così sono tutti contenti. Eccolo lì che ho sbagliato strada. Ok. Di qua. Lì. Proviamo a vedere sui libri qua. Ci deve essere qualcosa. Il grande libro delle mappe del tesoro.
Does not include...
No, perfetto. John Larry.
Note to the reader. No disguised secret.
Il segreto del travestimento, perfetto. Ingredienti.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Alla fine dell'asse.
The blurb says...
Un libro diverso, però vabbè.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
Ma sì che mi scuso, dai.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Ma non è vero che penso come una mucca. Ingredienti, strategia di combattimento navale, trucchetti. No, è questo qua.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll
pay for it. I don't need your money.
Mistica, grazie per il follow. Non so per quale motivo non sia venuto fuori il... Non me ne sono accorto, l'ho visto solo adesso. Non è venuto fuori il feed in alto. Devo buttare un occhio a cosa sta succedendo con Streamlabs. Ah, eri tu! Ah, fantastico. Ah, l'alert mentre sono andato di là, fantastico, proprio nel momento giusto, preciso, perfetto. Grazie comunque, grazie mille. Allora, il libro non me lo fa prendere perché è stronza. Comunque grazie.
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions.
Ah, grazie mille,
I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is not...
Quindi non me lo fa prendere il libro.
Can I borrow a book?
Oh.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but I need more than that.
Ok, che cosa vorrebbe in cambio per un libro? Ti posso dare dei soldi.
Can I pay you for the book I lost?
I don't need your money.
Sei stronza, eh? Vuoi delle chiavi? Una penna? No.
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's hopeless.
Tieni? No. A lei? No, niente. Non si parte da qua. Dai un colpetto alla bottiglia. Oh, che carina. Ok. Niente. Soluzione differente. Subito. C'è anche la musichetta che rincoglionisce dopo un po' comunque.
It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only.
Ok, solo personale, ma...
I don't see anything useful here.
Nulla di utile qui. Allora, io il libro l'avrei trovato, ma non me lo fa prendere. Perché? Non mi fa parlare, vero? Ma il tipo
I don't
quello
really have anything to say.
liberato dalla prigione, dove se n'è andato? Anche quello potrebbe essere utile. Tu Bibo hai mai giocato a Monkey Island? A parte quest'ultimo, anche gli altri. Che io me li sono divorati da più piccolo. Questo qua mi manca. Mai nessuno? Perché a parte questo che secondo me ha uno stile grafico... Però quelli vecchi erano una bomba.
Hi again.
Ma anche io ero
those new pirate leaders are real jerks.
Però,
They laughed at me. And they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay.
E quindi Monkey Island dal primo all'ultimo, tutta la vita. Abbastanza idioti ma carini. Poi ho giocato anche cose punta e clicca sull'horror tipo... come caspio si chiama? Dracula, non mi ricordo quale, che era abbastanza...
I remember when this place
carino.
used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
E ce n'era un altro con la detective che aveva le visioni, una roba del genere, non mi ricordo più come si chiama, era una grandissima figata, non l'ho mai finito, perché l'ho prestato a mia zia che ha voluto giocarlo per forza. Ma lo riprenderò perché ce l'avevo su PC. In un modo o nell'altro faccio. Prendi la spugna. Posso unire le cose? No. Cosa me ne faccio della spugna esattamente? Vado a
Hey,
raccogliere
kid.
lo schifo che c'era in prigione, tipo. No. Sì? No? No.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Ah, ok, non c'è più la
Jail
scritta,
is like
non
a
lo posso
bad
rivelare,
breakfast.
non vuole essere
Small.
liberato,
No
è difficile
thanks.
da fare.
I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Perfetto, non ti libero, ti lascio lì, stai tranquillo. Però non ho trovato la mappa per andare qua nella foresta e la cosa mi scoccia un pochino perché secondo me dovrebbe essere qua. Ah, ho già messo un altro monocolo.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Ok, li posso unire?
If one monocle is good.
Perfetto, ora so cosa fare. E chiaramente vado dalla parte sbagliata. Via, di qua.
This was where the fantastic flying.
Sì,
Wow, I could have.
non ricordo, però non volevo andare lì. Qua. Adesso do da mangiare al pappagallo, che tanto c'ha fame. E poi col doppio monocolo dovrei riuscire a leggere cosa c'è scritto.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Perfetto, andiamo a farci fare le chiavi. Di questo gioco qua mi ricordo gli enigmi da risolvere nella maniera più idiota possibile. Invece questo qua mi sembra più...
Hi there.
Oh yeah.
Più easy. Nel senso che le cose hanno quasi un senso.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah.
Sì,
Stamps.
bolli. Perfetto. Ciao. Non si fa problemi. Finché mi fa le cose, le chiavi, siamo a posto. Ok. Adesso riuscirò a prenderla oppure... lì. Ciao. Beccato? Ah, ok, nel frattempo alla villa succede qualcosa.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Chi è lei? Ok, perfetto. Se ne sono andate? Se ne sono andate vado a rubarmi il libro. Prima cosa che faccio. No, è ancora lì. Che palle. Però ho preso la benda. Metti la benda.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Ok, questa benda mi serve per... Ah, per la nave, ma prima devo fare il mocio. Per fare il mocio mi serve la mappa della foresta, dove se no mi perdo dopo 2 svolte. Vero? È ancora così? Che io posso andare di qua. Vai da quella parte, vai da questa parte.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
La volta mi ributta all'inizio. Aia.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are...
Non funge. La nave di LeChuck, il molo. Qualcosa da qualche parte è cambiato. Andiamo allo street. Ciao, zio.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a...
Just bring me
ok,
a...
no, sempre la solita storia. Niente.
Bye.
Ciao.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next?
Ma chiedergli della mappa della foresta? No, Troppo. Ma questa roba qui con 18 serrature? Posso...
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Non ci sono numeri qua?
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half off. Orange?
Okay.
Aren't you glad you're here? I'd need a lot of keys to open that. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. This key doesn't fit.
Niente. Non si fa così. Dove devo andare? La signora lassù come dice?
No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Tutti vogliono una ricompensa. Vediamo un po' se per caso, a parte il tipo là.
Are you sure Yes.
Perfetto, questi non me se inculano proprio.
How's it going with that?
My stomach.
Dove vedete che avevo mangiato questo? Una scimmietta, posso chiederti nuovamente quel mocio?
I'll see what I can...
Niente,
Thanks.
nulla di interessante. Bleh. No. Via di qua. Questo qui?
Waiter, just bring...
Of course.
Niente. Vediamo un po' se di qua mi sblocca qualcosa. Se io faccio una cosa del genere.
I think I should move farther away from the quartermaster first.
Ok.
Hey, watch it!
Oh. Lanciano le cose fuori dalle finestre qua. Che è successo? Niente. Tranquilla, tranquilla, non ti preoccupare. Io sono sempre qua alla ricerca di come trovare una soluzione a questa roba qua che sta diventando complicatina. Oltre al mio raffreddore che si sente, sono bello pieno. Allora, al negozio di mappe non c'è la mappa della foresta. L'unica cosa che mi resta da fare è... Allora, vediamo un po'. Ho una lista però io. Unirsi all'equipaggio di LeChuck. Quartier Mastro mi riconosce e non vuole assumermi, però ho già la benda. Devo realizzare un mocio, trovare l'albero del mocio, prendere il controllo della nave di LeChuck alla prima occasione, trovare il segreto di Monkey Island. Unirsi all'equipaggio di LeChuck. Ma a me serve anche il libro per dare da mangiare al tipo, per qualche motivo.
Can I borrow a book?
Dai.
You never brought back... You never eat...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the word... I need more than...
Niente. Se
It's
ti
a
aiuto
lot
con
of work
questa
being
roba qua?
governor.
Succede qualcosa? A parte la scena in cui le si pigliano a spadate?
I don't really have anything to say.
Practice...
Vabbè, ciao. Vabbè, almeno quantomeno dimostra che dal 3 sa ancora combattere.
Hi there.
Hi.
Salve. Lo do a te questa roba qua. La vuoi? No. Quel pappagallo è a posto. Qui dentro ho fatto quello che dovevo fare. Ma effettivamente, no? Se iniziassi a cancellare le rune metterei un po' in crisi la gente, no? Anche solo questa qua? No. No, perché? No. Non ho ancora capito l'utilità di aver preso quella spugna.
Wally, never mind.
E allora no, se devo pagare, no. Tutto a gratis. Scroccone che non sono altro. Scusate, scusami, ma sono alle prese con far innescare il mio cervello per ragionare su cose.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
È morbido e pelosetto. Lo posso lavare? Gli posso mettere la benda? No. Gli posso mettere... No, dei soldi no, ma una piuma? No. Qua qualcosa c'è, grog.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but no parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Perfetto. Niente di interessante. Mi manca il mocio, quindi è inutile che le parlo, credo.
Hey!
Threepwood. I shouldn't have...
I'm not... You'd be a... Sometimes. We've never even...
Even if any of LeChuck would just looking sorry.
E allora niente, lasciamo perdere questa cosa qua per il momento. Avvicina... No, stai lì. Ah, così. Via. Perché? Se mi avvicino alla nave di LeChuck in questo modo? Oh, c'è una carta quiz che non avevo visto. Scaldati le mani.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Ok. Posso buttarci le corde dentro lì? No. Voglio vedere se mi perdo.
Purple flowers. These must be lavender, or monkshood, or cyclamen, a classic specimen of Alata needling.
Ok. Posso dare da mangiare questa roba? No. Posso lavarla questa roba? No. Tanto adesso passo di qua e poi dovunque io
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Allora, momento per ragionare e per soffiarmi il naso. Che figata, mi si è stappato un orecchio. Ok. Dopodiché. Perfetto, sono già bloccato all'inizio del gioco, stiamo messi benissimo. Che ore sono, tra l'altro? Siamo quasi arrivati alla fine.
Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed.
È bloccata. Allora, lì dentro c'è sempre la solita cosa. Vediamo un po'. Di qua cosa che c'era? Ah, che bello, inizio a girare per tutta la mappa tranquillamente. Medi Island, perfetto. Torniamo al museo?
Oh, hi. I've got some bad news. Someone stole John Laney's eye patch.
No. Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul.
Perfetto. Là sopra c'è qualcosa che voglio. Ottimo. Allora, che ore sono? Direi che... Salvo. E che per oggi siamo ai saluti finali. Come al solito faccio le mie 2 orette dalle 3:30 alle 5:30 o dalle 3 alle 5, dipende. C'è quella mezz'ora di ballo che balla. Comunque, torneremo sicuramente perché intendo andare avanti con Guybrush Threepwood e Monkey Island. Perché non mi vengono i titoli oggi? Ho qualche problema. Grazie per essere passati, grazie Biba. Ci vediamo alla prossima. Se sei in live più tardi passo. Tanto stasera sono tranquillo a casa. Magari, forse, possibile che faccia una live serale stasera, se tutto va come deve. Assolutamente, se riesco sono in live. Nel caso, a più tardi. Buona serata. Ciao.